Hello, hello, and welcome to another stream with me, Marcus Nez. Hi, how is everyone doing? Hopefully well. Hopefully if you partook in celebrating the U.S. holiday that is the giving of thanks yesterday, you had a very good time. And if you have partaken in the act of deal grabbing today or this entire week, or maybe a little pre-week, and we'll be continuing to partaking in deal hunting and grabbing and securing through the weekend and Monday. You've had a very fruitful day today, this week. A very meaty turkey filled yesterday, and so on and so forth. Blobbity blobbity blah blah blah. I'm here with a smorgasbord of games to play today, tonight. 3 to be more specific. Starting off with Gloomy Eyes. And we're going to follow that with ZOE Begone. And ending with Wander Stars. Unless one of these games really rubs me the wrong way and I bounce earlier than usual. Yeah. Just a nice and relaxing way to end the week before starting the dreamy nightmare that will be Cyberpunk next week. Nightmare only in the sense that it is going to take a very long time. So we are going to be here for a while. And I am assuming, I don't know how in-depth it is. I think you can customize your ding-dong, your cash and prizes. I don't know if they cover that up. I don't know if I can show that on stream. But I'm going to assume that at least a quarter of the stream is going to be me customizing my character. Unless I'm just so happy with the default. But we're not here to talk about all that. We are here to play Gloomy Eyes and ZOE Begone and Wander Stars. But Gloomy Eyes first and foremost. Oh, my mustache. What is it doing? Why is my mustache being a big old turd? That's the thing about a mustache. When you have one that's of a certain length, it just, you gotta be willing to deal with it. And sometimes it's just, a lot of times it just does not want to cooperate at all. Let us begin.
That's Gloomy. Always looking for something to play with. And chasing fireflies.
Was he about to eat a bone full of shit? This looks very nice. I really like it. I'm just impressed by the visuals right now. Okay, you don't like the light. Good to know. It'd be nice if there was. I mean, that's a way to learn, obviously, but it would have been nice if
That's gloomy.
there was some kind of warning and it wasn't just
Always
immediate
looking for
death.
something to play with. And chasing fireflies.
I mean, I guess it's telling me right there. It's showing me a coffin and saying, caution, death. Can you climb up this? Yeah, you can. That's the actual way. Shut up, AM. Okay, that's why you can't do it. Can you... Can't shimmy. Wait, why can't you shimmy? Ah.
I buried that boy. Not a soul came to say goodbye.
Probably like throw that, you know. No, that's gonna be a get up there.
If only those human boys would have let him play with them.
Oh shit! Why does it? I don't like how fast you die.
If only those human boys would have let him play with them. He promised not to eat them.
Hey, living
Told them as
large.
much.
How you doing? How's
But I
your
guess
day
all
been?
they
How
saw
was your
a crazed
Thanksgiving?
zombie.
Have you picked up any more deals today?
The day one buries a child is the day one stops
No deals?
believing. It's when I accepted all hope was lost.
I don't think there's anywhere to go with it.
Although I knew better, as I covered him with dirt, I imagined he had found peace. Though Gloomy loved the night, he missed the warmth of the sun on his skin. he came back. Of course, he came back.
Have you tried Splatoon 3 at all?
The sun had grown tired of the idiocy of humans. He'd left to never rise again. Instead, zombies rose from their graves.
Thanksgiving was fine. Didn't really do anything. Haven't done anything for Thanksgiving for a few years now. Except dishes. A lot of dishes.
Gloomy was lost, forever in limbo. For the dead cannot die, nor truly live. If there was one thing Gloomy knew, it was that grown-ups were stupid. Dead or alive. Lucky for Gloomy, there were plenty of things to hurl around, which he thought was always great fun.
Oh, I was still in the light there? I just wanted to know and see what happens.
Lucky for Gloomy, there were plenty of things to hurl around, which he thought was always great fun. Humans were forever on the hunt for Gloomy, the zombie boy.
Okay, you can't hide. Thought I could hide behind. Just gonna be cold from now on, yeah. And apparently we're supposed to be getting some snow tomorrow. Potentially a lot of snow. My dad was asking me about the snow shovel again. I had to yell at him to get it through his head that we're not getting a snow shovel. They go, you know, we might get 8 to 10 inches. Like, this will be so good for them. I'm like, you don't understand. A snow shovel is not going to do better than the snowblower. I don't. What do you think this? It's like he thinks the snow shovel, because maybe he watched a YouTube video, that it's going to be this magical device. And he's talking about getting $100. I'm like, you're looking at the cheapest ones too? You really think the cheapest? It's not gonna work. Let me get the cheapest version of this thing that is less powerful than a snowblower. I'm sure it'll just do wonders.
zombies first roamed these lands, the humans fled to their cities.
Can I get over here to grab the brick? Oh no, there's some stairs.
When zombies first roamed these lands, the humans fled to their cities. United in enclaves, joined forces and shared their resources. They felt safe and didn't want to go back. For a moment, I saw the beauty of humankind again, and I was hopeful.
The fact that a snow shovel can only shoot the snow forward limits its usefulness as well, disregarding
wanted their land back,
power limitations and all that.
and the zombies gone. Like tiny rays of sunlight, those fireflies led him where he needed to be. Gloomy didn't care where that was, as long as they played with him. Nina, she was different. I'd known that since the day she arrived. She was investigating the son's disappearance. She wanted to find him. And I thought she was right to try, at least. Fireflies. They'd come to find her. She was so excited.
Hey there, Conan. How are you doing? How's your day been? How's your week? How was your Thanksgiving? Etc. and so on and so forth.
She thought fireflies looked like little flying stars,
It's all right here.
and the sun was a star, wasn't it? The boy, he was the first child to come back from the dead.
Gloomy Eyes. Pixelated.
So maybe these little fire stars could take her to the sun, and she could ask him to come back. Her uncle. She had to be careful, or there would be no escape. All grown-ups kept their children locked inside. How she loathed being stuck within these old walls. A game of marbles was all Nina was allowed.
You grab any deals, Conan?
All her uncle cared about was catching zombies. He called himself the priest. Loved playing humanity's savior. In truth, he would be its undoing. The sun is hiding, with no plans to ever rise again. You can stop looking. She really wanted the sun back. She would love to play outside with the sunlight on her face. She was going to find the sun. Nina was about to embark on an adventure that could change the course of all our lives. But what do my thoughts matter to anyone? I'm just a gravekeeper. Nina was grateful for the moon because the darkness frightened her. Here in the garden, the zombies were harmless. Locked away by her uncle, trapped in the blazing light.
Turn that off.
She knew about the zombie boy, Gloomy. Her uncle claimed that he'd swallowed the sun whole.
Maybe a little bit
When you see that
Little
boy,
Nightmares-ish, but it
tell
seems
him I'm
way
still
more.
here. That child may be our only hope.
It seems way more puzzle-y. Like you're in these little tiny puzzle levels. Largest dioramas. But the Little Nightmares
They said his
games,
eyes shone a sulphurous
at least the
yellow.
first one which I played, is more of an
Nina pictured those
open,
eyes shining like the sun himself.
continual platformer. This is not a platformer. I don't have a jump button, for
According
instance.
to her uncle,
They
the
jump if
zombies had
there is
declared
indeed
war
to.
on the humans.
I like the look of it though.
What other response was there but to fight back? He said.
It has a bit of a
He was
like
their
Studios look to it.
Their commander-in-chief. Humanity's last hope, he said. I've always found that hard to believe. These woods were very dark indeed. The black bare branches of the trees and the wet old leaves covering the ground made a perfect veil for groping hands and bared teeth. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all.
That was a very non-puzzly level.
The old school. Gloomy knew it well. The toys lying around held the promise of joy. But he'd forgotten how to play with them. He had tried throwing them, but that wasn't nearly as satisfying as hurling bricks and bones.
The
Nina thought
font
of the school
for
as a
the
magical place where
the
children
chapter
came to play
text almost feels.
before the dark cold cloaked the world.
Little Nightmares-ish. I was wondering when these two are going to meet up. So it seems like the base mechanic is going to be switching between the two. She's okay with light. Light automatically kills him.
Tonight, it wasn't the broken toys that called to Gloomy. there was something else. Why did she come here? Nina wasn't sure anymore. Because the magic she thought she'd find here, it wasn't real.
How did I miss that?
Yet something drew her in. She could feel it. Humans. What they say is never true. It's best if you figure it out for yourselves. There were no answers to be found here. She knew that now.
There's nothing for me. Over here.
There are other stories I could tell about those days. But this is the one people need to hear. These children didn't know they would rattle the world. It all fell to pieces. How I wished someone would have disposed of that priest. I would have buried him gladly, because this was all wrong. She had lost him. It was too dark in these dense woods. That boy couldn't be more different from her. And that's exactly why she needed to get to him.
I hate this area.
Never seen a tree this tall, nor such luminescence in the plants and flowers climbing up its trunk. The life that tree harbored was unheard of. This was Gloomy's home. How often had he climbed these vines? She found herself daydreaming about climbing trees with him. there she was, the human girl. Because she liked his drawing of the sun, he wanted to share its secret with her. He pointed at the yellow light piercing through the trees from beyond the forest. They were going to go find the sun, together. They said zombies were man's enemy. They had no idea what they were talking about. Now that Gloomy was with her, Nina wasn't scared anymore. With him, she was safe from the other zombies. What did the cultists want with an amusement park? Nina had thought that this lush forest might bring
Dong, dong, dong.
humans daily.
How are you doing, Jedi? How's your
She
day
hadn't
been?
considered running home to tell them about
How's
it.
your Thanksgiving? How's your week
She
been?
soon realized that they already knew about the woods.
Since everyone is here, any plans for the weekend for any of y'all? New Ken Burns documentary. Some Stranger Things. What'd you get, shopping-wise, Jedi? What's the new Ken Burns doc? What is the topic?
The cultists were cutting down trees to accommodate their camps and craft zombie traps. They were destroying these woods.
Gifts for your nieces. I mean, if he wants Xbox money, but I'm thinking of letting him design his own controller. Nice. That'd be cool. You should really tell your nephew to dump the Xbox and get a PlayStation. Because Xbox... I mean, can't you wait? Get so excited for the next price increase for the Xbox? Now the Xbox Series X 2TB edition is going to cost $950.
The humans had told her was all she knew. Their every word turned out to be a lie.
Do they have a PS5?
Nina understood that her own people were a threat to Gloomy. That they could take him from her. The thought terrified her.
I feel like Xbox is becoming the Sega Saturn of this generation. Nothing's the Nintendo 64. Everything else is just the PlayStation. Where'd the helmet go? My nose, I don't know. I feel like it's acting up like some allergy or something. We're all old. I thought I'd be able to go down this railing. there a point to that? Me doing that? Ate too much stuff this morning. These guys ready to college. Missing something. Very clearly missing something. I didn't eat anything. I didn't do anything to celebrate Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving anymore.
Entirely focused on danger coming from outside the camp.
I guess I just overthought what I don't know.
Cultists forgot to look within. If they had, they might have seen her.
My nose. What is like a? There's like what? Like some allergy shit going on? What the hell's going on?
The only way to the light was straight through hell.
What was that plate of desserts,
Don't hesitate.
Jedi? Was that sweet potato pie, carrot cake, pound cake, and then I don't know if that was an apple pie that he smushed up or it was like an apple turnover. It looked like a plate full of my favorite desserts.
To transport their stockpile of deadly
Just about.
weapons. The sight of it chilled Nina's blood.
Because I love both sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie, but that looked like sweet potato pie, color-wise. And I of course love carrot cake. I love pound cake, and I love specifically like an apple turnover or an apple crumble. Yeah, that's the perfect plate of desserts. I'm about ready to check out the next game. Oh shit, I didn't even notice that. Some of this back and forth I don't love, specifically because I look at this and I think, is it just supposed to be lore in the universe that he's a zombie and he's like, he can push a box? Why can't he just push a fucking button? You tell me he can't push the button to turn off the power? He's also a zombie. Why is electrocution bothering? Oh, I mean, I guess I was still in the light.
The old mines.
Just push the fucking button yourself, you stupid zombie.
Had to be smart about this. There was only one way forward. She needed his strength. He needed her wits. I'm glad they
don't like
understood that.
Yeah. I tried rushing even though I knew it was getting it very, very close. And I'm good now. We'll move on to ZOE Begone. What did you have for dessert, Living Large? I'm continuing to go through my movies redoing them for Plex and all that, but also adding a bunch of animated stuff I never got around to. I saw this movie in my collection, Balto, Balto, some wolf movie. Either of you remember that? Any of you remember that? I guess it reviewed relatively wellish. Looping strip of film, kill the enemies as fast as you can to progress the level and get to the boss. You can only shoot left or right, but when you're on the ground, shoot in all 5 directions. Those are the enemies. They got enemies if you charge through them with a dash attack. Energy though. Just gone down a bit. Larger enemies with higher HP or groups of smaller ones will deplete more of your energy when you charge them. Only fly if you have enough energy. If you run out, you'll fall to the ground. Health bars displayed at the bottom of the screen. This music is giving me mild Charlie Brown vibes. Oh shit, I just looked at the chat. Same thought process. Unsurprising. What am I missing? Do I know what banana fish is? Yes. I did not know they did some AI English dub of it, though. That sounds terrible. How about we just hire English actors and pay them? I don't know, you know. Fucking AI. And I think AI can be useful. When I think about AI and its usefulness in video game space, for instance, on the art side, the way I look at it is you can use AI as a tool to help with certain things. Say you have a concept artist who is responsible for character designs. If they design a character and they draw up the front view and then profile views and whatnot, you use those as the basis for the AI to then create different concept ideas so that you don't have to quickly put together these bits of concept art, but they're not creating anything. You're just using it as a tool to make a bunch of versions you can use as references, but not as completed final art in any way. Banana Fish is a good anime, though. Real-time translation is good. I think also the idea of some kind of the equivalent of like a chat bot when AI gets to a certain point in a game like Elder Scrolls or any of those huge open world games where you fill it with a lot of characters and obviously not everyone's going to have a, like, to me, better than having 5 actors do the voices of thousands of NPCs where you just have NPCs that are all basically the same. Have an AI that can have an organic conversation with you and it's unique to your playthrough, your experience. I think there's something there. How you go about it's all tricky. I think of the one game because you still need to do you still need to write shit. You can't just have it created on. I don't know, because the one game from many years ago that I remember loving for the organic feel of it, the interactive element of it, how things could differ, and your freedom of moving the direction with the words you choose is Facade. I don't know if you ever play that old game where it's just like, I don't know, I think you're going over to a friend's house. It's a couple. And then you learn things develop depending on how you share the conversation, what things you ask, and it's all freedom. You just type in what you want to do. There definitely needs to be control within that AI, like what you're saying in ancient China, but they're talking about cars and whatnot. You still need to write for them, but then have AI more. It's not even really. I don't even know because it seems like it's AI, but then not AI in the way we're looking at it now with how it's going, where it's just doing everything on its own, but AI in the sense that you feed it a lot of potential options and then it chooses what to take from all those options. It's not set. There's no set path for it. Like here, I'm going to give this NPC this humongous selection of options, and then it's going to choose on its own which of those to use. It's never going to talk about cars, but it could talk about this, it could talk about that. It's not, here are 3 dialogue options, and you're going to get 3 different responses, and that's it. Yeah. And I'm specifically thinking about games like that. A BioWare game, a Bethesda game, a huge open world and a story rich game. When it's meant to be open and you're meant to have options, it's nice when it's just not, oh, here, black, white. Pick one. Well, what about all the gray in between? Okay, fine. Black, white, and neutral gray number 5. That's it. But what about 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so on. So what about all those shades of gray? No. Neutral, gray, number 5. That's it. This is a strange game. I don't know. How I feel about it. I love the vibe of it. And I think I really want to like it, but I don't know. But yeah, I got a code. Apparently it's really rough though, so I'll be able to find out for myself. But I did get a code, Jedi, for, well, not a, I mean, it doesn't matter to you really because it's not a Steam code. You can interact with yourself. That we can share. This is why Xbox needs the Steam library, Steam family system going. I got a code for Project Motor Racing. Yeah, definitely mixed right now. Sectoria from last week is definitely more my style. Oh, I'm dead. I keep seeing the bar on the bottom with those. Maybe that's the real duration. Yeah, the one that fills up those red ones. I keep thinking that's my health. That's not my health. I really, you know what I don't like? One, I just, these controls are fucking finicky with like the fucking, you jump but then you hold it to fucking get back in the air. You can't just, you don't do it like a double tap. Like I wish I could, there's no double jump, so I wish I could just press the jump again instead of doing this like, oh, I'll hover for a second to do nothing. Like just let that put me back in the air so I'm flying around. But I don't like the, I can only shoot side to side when in the air or in 5 directions on the ground. I like twin stick shooting. I don't like. Out my fucking nose. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, what the hell is going on? Why can't I get my health? Why is that so? God. What are we doing here? What? Health. Give me the health. Jesus Christ. Give me the energy. Oh my God. Like what the fuck? What is that? The fact that it's that finicky, I'm already ready to check out of this game. Oh, my nose, my nose, my nose. Yeah, increase my suck range. Wonder star, that is the next game. Wonder star, won't you take me away from this not so great game? Even Wonderboy Thompson used that song for all his walkouts. I'm assuming that's a UFC or MMA fighter. I mean, I guess it's better than using Fuck Her Gently. That'd be a weird one. You don't always have to fuck her hard. In fact, sometimes that's not right to do. Sometimes it got to make some love, but fucking give her some smooches too. Sometimes you got to squeeze. You can definitely see there's not a lot of people playing this. If I'm number 8 in the global leaderboards online, and obviously once you hit number 5, the change in skill is drastic. Jesus Christ. 25,000, 28,000, 44,000, 850,000. My God. 1030 pizza box. You weren't inundated with a bunch of leftovers from yesterday? This is just a trip, you gotta believe me. I wish you were there. It's a matter of opinion. God, good God. God love it, yo. I'm so surprised to find you can't stop, yo. Didn't take too much. I feel like if I was ever invited to anyone's Thanksgiving thing and I were wanting to take leftovers, all I'd want were desserts. Supposed to have like 50 and only 30 came solo. Yeah. I remembered it being 70 as well. Even 30 for me would be, I wouldn't know what to do. Not that I'll ever be in any of those situations. I will never be invited to a big Thanksgiving dinner. Each. Well, went out for breakfast for my dad's birthday, and it was his kids and grandkids, and we were a party of 19. I feel like it must be nice being a part of a big family. I only have vague memories of it from when I was like 6. Maybe like the last time we ever had a big family thing. Really. Or like the Christmas thing, of course. When I was like 8. But I don't remember anything between then. I don't remember having things between when my parents were still together, and when I just remember that Christmas after they divorced. So I don't know if we weren't doing it as often, and that Christmas was like, oh, let's do that again. And then it was like, actually, you've ruined Christmas. We're never gonna see you again. I just don't have a family anymore. I haven't for a long time. That's fine. I have you all. Not that we're all going out for Thanksgiving dinner together or anything like that. But in spirit. My nose is gonna fucking kill me tonight. My side of family are Mormon. I feel like I could get along well with Mormons. The one Mormon, I think they're Mormon. I'm pretty sure they're Mormon. They've got to be Mormon, not Jehovah's Witness. The one I do know that's out by my mom. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Obviously, difference in this, that, and whatnot, but not at all judgmental of others and all that, which is how I think everyone should be. You can have your difference of opinions on this, that, but I don't need to judge and dismiss others because they're different. Is it Jehovah's Witnesses that don't celebrate holidays? Was that yeah to me, Jedi? Because then I think the person I'm thinking of might be Jehovah's. Okay, yeah. Because I was thinking about it now, I'm like, Mormons definitely celebrate holidays because Brandon Sanderson gets in the holiday spirit on his podcast. That is my That is my avenue for Mormonness. Mormonology is Brandon Sanderson. I'm very bored by this game. Immediately. I was looking at potential games to play. I'm like, ooh, this looks very visually interesting. It sounds interesting. And I would say that both of those are still true, but in actual play, I'm not. What the hell is my neighbor doing outside? It sounds like he's shoveling, but I don't think there's been any snow yet. I don't think the snow's starting till this morning. Well, next morning. Tomorrow morning. Will you just take the health? Like, this is the shit that fucking annoys the crap out of me. What are we doing? Let's just stay in the fucking air too, you moron. I would rather play a not great shmup than this. And Utah's the Mormon state, right? It got back in my mind because I was watching the China O'Brien movies, the Cynthia Rockwell movies, and those take place in Utah. Like, oh, is she Mormon? Are these people Mormon? Can I make some Mormon joke for my review? Give me the health, you fucking moron. I think you would like my review of the second Avatar movie, Jedi. Though I don't know if you would agree with my assessment that maybe by the fifth movie, it'll actually be good. But my review was marginally better than the first one. At this rate, maybe the fifth one will actually be good. I hate the character of Spider so much, which is the boy, the fucking Jungle Book George of the Jungle fucking character. So fucking long. And you know what? Did I skip through a bunch of shit? Maybe. You know, it's like, oh, here's an action scene that I know is going to take place for like fucking 30 minutes. I know exactly how this plays out. I remember this enough. I don't need to watch fucking explosions for 30 minutes. Just remind myself of when none of these stupid characters are talking. Let's get this shit over with. just don't. I don't understand how people love the movie. Like, I don't understand how Enshi. I like to think of Enshi as a very smart individual, but he loves Avatar. 5 stars. Fine, you know what? Go ahead and give it 4 stars. I'll even take that. But 5 stars, it's beautiful. Oh my god. It's just like, even visually, I'm not impressed by it in that way. I don't watch it and think, oh my god, this is such a visually impressive movie. I mean, technologically speaking, sure, but it doesn't move me visually. There are a lot of other movies that do way more for me from a visual standpoint. Can you give me this fucking Jesus Christ? Back in the air, you stupid shit. I'm just about dead anyway. I'm gonna watch the new one as well. I love underwater stuff as well, but it just didn't, like, I'd rather just watch fucking Planet Earth, Ocean, whatever one's endless. What's their ocean one called? The water one? Whatever that, I would just rather watch that. I'd be more mesmerized and moved by that Blue Planet. I'd rather watch the James Cameron IMAX Deep Blue Sea or whatever it was that he did. This game can just be gone. You're gonna go see Wicked this weekend? You watched the first movie? No, do not skip all the tutorial. I hope you enjoy it. Is this taking some inspiration from Dragon Ball? I'm gonna select action word first, then a modifier. I like the vibe of it. Why can't I use the spirit points to form a spirit bomb? I wish it actually showed her eating something there. This definitely feels very Conan-y. Arrow announces February releases. Westworld. Oh shit. They're doing a nice fancy Blu-ray. I can't remember if you said this is a good movie or not. American Yakuza, that one with... Why am I blanking on his name? We both like this actor from Viggo Mortensen. And literally everyone is doing their own release of Tekken Opera Blues. What is this? Excalibur. Excalibur from 1981. This character looks very Dondadani, right? There's a Dondadan character that looks just like this. Unless I'm thinking of a different show. I just know I've seen that character in some anime. Character that looks like this dude. I thought it might be resistant to fire, given that it's a water thing. This end screen and this music, very Persona-y to me. The music in particular. Persona 4 specifically. Da, 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 da. No. I wanted to actually play volleyball. Where are all the volleyball games? I hate volleyball in real life, but I kind of like volleyball video games. I don't think that's enough to sustain like a $60, $70 release, but a downloadable volleyball game for some style. Rematch, but volleyball. That could be cool. Did I just get a second fire modifier? Hey, I'm standing on a star. My name is Ringo. Ringo Star. Get this one thing going first. While I am off doing this. So it's got a bit of a, I don't think there's randomization to this though, but a bit of a choose your own way for specific modifiers. This one elemental. Now I just want to watch Dragon Ball. Or Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm gonna have so much time when I finish this stupid fucking rewatch. Oh, Christ. Cool. Gotta do a pacifist run. I don't actually know if I equipped it or not. I don't. No, I think I have no idea. Pick one. This one, for sure. Did you try Splatoon 3, Jedi? Did the tutorial part after downloaded, but it was handheld and I didn't really like the gyro controls. Yeah, I turned those off immediately, but you might need to use those to actually compete online. I'd be down to play with y'all, but I can't see myself ever playing by myself ever again. I might try the single player thing though. I can't remember what that actually is though. I accidentally booted up the DLC, I think, at the end of my stream yesterday. When I first booted up the game though and forgot that was something, and it is on by default, and you can't go into the settings until you finish the tutorial to turn it off either. The second I started the game and I was just moving my controller like I normally do in my hand, I was like, what the fuck's going on? What's happening with this game? This is just like disorientating. I can't take it. What is happening? I was freaking out for a second. I was like, oh yeah, it's the controller. It's not for I think Splatoon is just not for me, because the way I described it is apt to how I actually feel about it, in that it's like the building in Fortnite, but that's just the whole game, where I just feel like I'm too old for this. This is different and just not for me. But also with the gyro controls, I feel like gyro aiming is something I could like with, say, a sniper rifle. When you aim down the sights and you want to fine tune it, but just gyro aiming all the time, it seems exhausting. And I'm sure I could get used to it with time, but I don't know if I want to get used to a control scheme for a single game. I always talk about that, where it's like, okay, this game controls completely different. You look at something like Baby Steps or any of those games, and I have to gauge how much I'm into this with how much I'm willing to learn a completely unique control scheme that is not going to be applied to any other game. Is it worth taking the time to do that? Do I care enough? It also, I don't think Splatoon 3, because it's a Nintendo game, I don't think it has, or either just one, I think as a new player, it's incredibly hard to gauge how well you're doing during a match. Because there are plenty of times where I'm like, I don't think we're doing that well, and then we win. I'm like, what the fuck? But I don't know how well it is at matchmaking, skill-based matchmaking. And I feel like the people who are still playing, like, to me, I'm assuming the majority of people still playing Splatoon 3 are people who have been playing it for a long time, are very invested in it. They've unlocked a whole bunch of different new weapons that are probably more... It does not feel newcomer friendly, for sure. Probably. I don't think there is. And I wish this was the case for every game. I think Call of Duty still does this, which I like. I wish there was a way to just play against bots. I think bot play in multiplayer games is underappreciated. It doesn't have to provide you with the best challenge. They don't have to be the most intelligent. It's just a nice way of learning maps and trying things out in a way that doesn't feel like you're inhibiting your teammates and stuff like that. Fuck me. A capybara. Sweet. Oh. Yeah, what is this ice cream? Getting so much of it. It'd be nice if there was a, what do you call those things? Not a catalog, but like a bestiarity or whatever you call those generalized things, where I could see all the opponents I've met and what they're weak to, so I don't have to remember them. I know she's holding down her eye socket thing, whatever common thing, but it looks like she's also giving me the middle finger. We shall end this game with the boss. He's furry. He's probably weak to fire. I knew he'd be weak to it. Can I block anything? Oh yeah, What is? When can I use my honor points to fucking? You say in between episode, like what? When can I use my honor points to fucking level my ass up? That's what I want to do. You stupid game. You're not really giving me a time to do that though. Seems pretty alright though. A degree of replayability. It almost feels kind of rogue-likey light. A very light version of that. Not quite the same as something like a Slay the Spire or any of those such games where you're doing individual RNG runs. It doesn't feel as random. It feels more like something where you can optimize it if you want, but maybe there is randomization to where everything's placed. I don't know because I've only played this before. But yeah. Instead of finding a fourth game to jump into, I'm gonna call it there. End a bit early for the week. Getting prepped, getting excited for next week where we start the long playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077. There is a part of me that says, why don't I just wait a few years for the next Xbox to come out? Because then it'll run and look even better. And I'll probably be able to play with full-on ray tracing and everything. It'll be even better. But that kind of thought process is the thing that keeps you from playing any game forever. Especially in this day and age where system upgrades and backwards compatibility, it's all diminishing returns. But you think, oh, why don't I just, well, you know, why did I play Pokemon Legends EI on the Switch 2? Maybe they'll have it look even better on the Switch 3. It'll be in 8K on the Switch 3. Did I say Switch 3? Whatever. But yeah, I'm excited to finally get to that game. It seems so up my alley, destined to make its way into my top 100. I took another game off my top 100 list, and I don't think I replaced it with anything. I can't remember if I replaced it. Did I replace it with anything? I did. What did I replace it with? Oh, that's where, yeah. Not to give away Patreon exclusivity stuff here. I don't remember what I removed, but I put on Grand Theft Auto Chinatown War at number 96. Probably doesn't deserve to be on there, but I really like it. I wish they would port that to modern hardware. Because the touch controls are not required for that. I don't believe, because it was ported to the PSP, I think. Either way, you could fucking get around the touch control aspects of that game. It was so good. Yeah, and PSP did not have a touchscreen like the Vita. Great game, great look, I love it. I want to get back to Phoenix Wright as well. I wish I had the ROG Ally just for that. That app that used to exist on Steam Deck does not exist anymore. I tried doing it's not side loading, but whatever. I tried installing the third-party app thing when I first got it, and that didn't work for me. It would not connect. I would love to play Phoenix Wright and done. I should play some 3DS stuff as well. And and those would just not have gameplay with them. But the Attack the Backlog episodes. We will finally eventually hit the point where there won't be episodes. A decent way into the Cyberpunk. There'll be no more episodes left. Unless I do some stuff off stream, something like a Phoenix Wright, where I play that and I just stream it and I create an episode about it. But who knows? Anywho, that is going to do it for this here stream. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, those who are here, those who were here, anyone checking out the archive. It means a whole hell of a lot to me that y'all are willing to spend any amount of your time with me and my nonsense. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Of course, if you enjoyed this here stream and haven't already given it a like, a thumbs up, please do that. It helps out, it is appreciated, and it just makes me feel good. And if you are new to the channel, why not consider subscribing, stay up to date when the streams happen every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central to roughly around 10:40 p.m.-ish usually. But when I do these types of streams, it can vary wildly. But when I am in a game all deep like for Attack the Backlog, I typically play around until then. And like I was just saying, next week I'll be starting Cyberpunk 2077, which should take me a very, very long time, including the DLC. I'll be playing that as well, because I think it's just integrated into the main game. So who knows if I'll even realize what I'm doing. I'm not sure how open it is, or if things are locked off behind level gates, kind of, or they tell you you should be this level to do this quest, to start this quest, and then you're like, okay, well, I'm not, so I'm not going to do that. And that might be how Phantom Liberty content is closed off to brand new players, because I don't know how the story is related to the main quest and how playing it early could screw that. I don't know. We'll find out. But in addition to the streams, you can also stay up to date with the other stuff I put on the channel, like the Pixelated Sausage Show, Attack the Backlog, and unamazingly, Baka. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their evening and a wonderful weekend, or if you are checking this out after the fact, a wonderful rest of your day. But for now, adios, arrivederci. Bye bye.
It's go time.